Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to English with Ikram. For the test of subject specialist, headmaster, SDEO and ASDEO, pedagogy is very important. And in today's session, I will discuss some more MCQs based on pedagogy. Pedagogy is a bit tricky. And tricky in the sense that if you look at the options, each and every option seems correct. That's why pedagogy is a bit tricky and confusing. So you need practice. I have already discussed some MCQs based on pedagogy, and today some more MCQs. And you need practice, and more practice. So let's get started. And pedagogy, again I tell you, it's very much important for the test of subject specialists. You are going to appear in the test of subject specialists at the end of this month or at the start of the next month, and STU and ASTU as well as the test of headmasters. तो ये सारे टेस्ट अभी होने पहले हेडमास्टर्स ASTU का फिर सब्जेक्ट स्पेशलिस्ट का टेस्ट, तो इन तमाम टेस्ट के अंदर पेडागोजी में से MCQs होंगे. तो पेडागोजी जाहिर सी बात है कोई ऐसा कॉन्सेप्चुअल चीज़ है नहीं है, तो आपको क्या करना है, जस्ट प्रैक्टिस करनी है. तो लेट्स डिस्कस सम मोर MCQs. Number 1, a curriculum is the sum total of school efforts to influence a child. What? A curriculum is the sum total of school efforts to influence a child, course, behavior, design or logical sequence. The right option is that a curriculum is the sum total of school effort to influence a child behavior. Right? Child's behavior. 2. Who is considered as father of education? That's very important MCQ. Who is considered as father of education? Maxwell or as man or Aristotle? Father of education is option B, Horace Mann. Horace Mann is considered as father of education. Next, the importance of curriculum in the system of education is just like the importance of curriculum in the system of education is just like options are constitution in a country, provision of latest knowledge, preparation of students for service, or none of these. The right option is the importance of curriculum in system of education is just like a constitution in a country. एक मुल्क के अंदर जो इम्पोर्टेंस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन की होती है, आइन की होती है, सिस्टम ऑफ एजुकेशन के अंदर वही इम्पोर्टेंस करिकुलम की है. नेक्स्ट, कंपोनेंट ऑफ करिकुलम इज evaluation, objectives, teaching strategies, all of these. The components of curriculum are all these: evaluation, objectives and teaching strategies. The right option here is, out of these four options, the right option is option D, all of these. Intelligence level of gifted student is, intelligence level of a gifted student is 140 and above, 110, 90 and none. IQ level, intelligence level of a gifted student is option A, 140 and above. The concise Oxford Dictionary defines curriculum as a course of learning, chariot race course of study, or none of these. The concise Oxford Dictionary defines curriculum as a course of study. The right option is option C, course of study. Responsible for the curriculum planning and development in Pakistan is, that's very important, responsible for the curriculum planning and development in Pakistan is objectivity, curriculum wing, effective students. The right option is, other options are not looking so much you can say suitable. Option जो दिए हुए हैं वो इतने कोई प्रॉपर नहीं है, Anyhow, you have to keep the right option in your mind. Responsible for the curriculum planning and development in Pakistan is curriculum wing. Syllabus is a part of what? Students, schools, parents, or curriculum. Syllabus is a part of curriculum. Syllabus is a part of curriculum. Option D is the right option. Relationship of subject is a different level is called centralization, decentralization, or horizontal organization or vertical organization. So relationship of subjects at different level is called vertical organization. National Education Commission 1959 was established under the headship of National Education Commission NEC 1959 that was established under the headship of Fazlur Rahman, Liaquat Ali Khan, SM Sharif, or Abdul Rabb Nishtar. Such sort of MCQs are often given in headmaster or such sort of tests. National Education Commission 1959 was established under the headship of SM Sharif, option C. Textbook Board was recommended to establish under Education Conference 1947, National Education Commission 1959, National Educational Policy 1970, National Educational Policy 1972. The Textbook Board was recommended to establish under National Education Conference 1959, National Education Commission 1959. National Education Policy 1970 was headed by Fazlur Rahman, SM Sharif, Noor Khan, Abdul Hafiz Pirzada. National Education Policy was headed by option D, Abdul Hafiz Pirzada. Private education institutions were nationalized under Education Conference 1947, National Education Commission 1959, National Education Policy 1970, National Education Policy 1972. The private educational institutions were nationalized under option D, National Educational Policy 1972. Under National Educational Policy 1972, free education was recommended up to class 5th, 12th, 10th or 18th. Under National Educational Policy 1972, free education was recommended up to class 10th. The right option is option C, 10th. Open University was established under the policy 1972, 85, 64 or 1932. The Open University was established under the policy 1972. According to Charter Act 1813, education was the responsibility of what? Governor, East India Company, Madaras or local government. So according to Charter Act 1813, education was the responsibility of East India Company. Right option is option B, East India Company. The first ever International Day of Education was celebrated on days announced by the United Nations General Assembly. 24th January 2019, 25th January 2019, 26th January or 31st January 2019. The first ever International Day of Education was celebrated on 24th January 2019, announced by the United Nations General Assembly. A good teacher is one who is highly intelligent, has mastery over his teaching subject, who lives simple life, or who has genuine interest in his students. So a good teacher is one who has a genuine interest in his student, who takes interest, who has some sort of affinity with his students. Good teaching is best reflected by attendance of students, number of distinctions, meaningful question asked by students, or pin drop silence in the class. Normally we think that if there is pin drop silence in the class, we are very effective, we have very good impact, we are very successful teacher. But the educationists say, their opinion is that good teaching is best reflected by meaningful questions asked by the students. Normally, I have observed in most of the cases the teachers don't allow the students to ask questions. They don't encourage the students. They discourage that don't ask relevant questions or irrelevant questions. So we consider that the questions are irrelevant. They should be given permission to ask questions. Then later on we will decide whether the questions are relevant or irrelevant, but at least they should ask questions. The students should be capable of asking questions. They should be confident enough to ask questions. Don't discourage them by just saying that your questions are not relevant. Don't decide on your own self that the questions are not relevant. To encourage them to ask questions. And that is the best teaching that is reflected by your students if they ask meaningful questions. The use of a physical punishment for class management is called extinction technique, situation technique, timeout technique, corporal punishment. Here the option is almost obvious. Physical punishment is in class management is called corporal punishment. An assignment that is carried out through the course is called initial assessment, diagnostic assessment, formative assessment, or summative assessment. So an assessment that is carried out through the course is called option C, formative assessment. That is formative assessment, or there are different kinds of assessments. So an assessment that is carried out through the course is called formative assessment. In John Dewey's student-centered approach of learning, the role of the teacher is of a formal authority, delegator, instructor, or facilitator. In John Dewey, who was an educationist, his student-centered approach of learning, in that approach, the role of the teacher is of facilitator. He is supposed to facilitate, just to guide the students, and the students should be given freedom to learn, to do something. So these were almost 22 very important MCQs taken from pedagogy session, from education, from different, we can say, the topics of school management, curriculum, and methodology of teaching. So this area is very, very much important for subject specialists, headmasters, and SDEO and S2 as such sort of management post tests. So watch such videos for quality preparation of your tests. I will keep on discussing such MCQs, and as regard subject specialist preparation, you know that my online classes are in progress. Many students are with me, and there are 3 classes per week on Zoom, live classes, and then we discuss certain queries and ambiguities in question and answers and material sharing, and the participants discuss the things with one another in WhatsApp group. If you are interested to prepare with me, you can send your name and city, and then you can get yourself registered for the preparation of subject specialists. That's all for today. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.